What's up, everybody?
I'm Jackson.
I'm Kenny.
And we are
JK Builders. If you're new to the channel and you love Lego, you should subscribe. And if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, helps out the channel a whole lot. It's always appreciated. Today we're doing another review from round 3 of the Bricklink designer program. It is the Mountain View Observatory. Jackson, tell us about the box.
Okay, so it's 18 plus. The item number is 910027 and it is 3,876 pieces.
Cool. So I didn't realize how many pieces this had. It's actually more pieces than the construction site, the modular construction site. If you haven't seen that review, be sure to check it out right here. But yeah, checking out the box, it has the same white background. You have the Mountain View Observatory right here, Bricklink logo here. 3,800 pieces. This thing is a lot.
It's pretty big. It's a
lot beefier than I was expecting.
It's bigger than a base plate. That's all I can say. It's bigger than a base plate.
Yeah, and this is one that I wasn't initially interested in. I wasn't going to buy it. Jackson kind of convinced me into getting it. We're going to be able to utilize it in our city, and I think it'll look pretty good. On the back of the box, it shows you how it all comes apart. Now, there are several different pieces that open up. There's a lot to this set. So much detail. It was a lot of work building this one, to be honest. It does come with several minifigures. They are kind of generic, but they're all just kind of people visiting or working at the observatory, which is kind of cool. I think it comes with, let's see, 8 different minifigs and then a Lego baby.
So, 9.
But anyway, that is the gist of the box. Again, there is no instruction book because you use the Lego Builder app in order to build the sets. Just a quick reminder, the Bricklink Designer Program is something done through Bricklink. Now, Bricklink is owned by Lego. These are official Lego sets. I even had people commenting on the modular construction site video saying, no way that's real Lego. It is real Lego.
It is real Lego. Here.
I promise you.
Get a piece from it.
It says right here, Lego.
Lego.
The only way to get these sets is to buy them when they are released for crowdfunding. They only sold 10,000 of each of the designer program sets, and you had to buy them last May 2022. So like 10 months ago, you had to purchase these sets.
We got these just barely,
yeah, and we just got them. So
2 weeks ago.
When we did that, we purchased the modular construction site, the observatory, which we're reviewing today, and then we got the 50s diner. There were 2 others. There was a Studgate train station, and then there was the Winter Chalet building, which we didn't get. We probably should have, just because, I don't know, maybe one day we could utilize the train station in our city. And then the Winter Chalet we probably could have used in our winter village that we set up for around Christmas time every year. But anyway, if you want this set now, you have to go to eBay or some third-party source and purchase it. I just checked eBay. They're going for about $500. This was a $250 set back in May. So they basically double in price. It was the same thing with the construction site. But we'll discuss today whether or not we think it's worth going and purchasing it from a third party if you weren't lucky enough to get one of the 10,000 they sold a year ago. But anyway, let's check out the set. Okay, here it is, the finished Mountain View Observatory. This thing is beefy, but we're of course going to check out the minifigures first. We will start with the Lego Baby. Now this is the exact same Lego Baby we have seen before. Again, these are just kind of generic minifigures, but they're cool. I'm glad that they included so many. You have this lady that has like a list. Actually, it's a little kid. He's got the short stubby legs, pink shirt on with the cat. Then you have this guy, which he obviously is a worker, like a mechanic or something that works on the inside of the observatory. He's got the wrench and the hoodie and the ball cap on. Here you got another kid. He's got the short stubby legs. He's got like a Lego shirt on, the beanie, and he's holding the camera, taking some pictures. Next up, you have this guy. He's got a telescope. He's, I would say he's probably just visiting, checking out the observatory. Then you got this, whoops. Then you got this lady. I would assume this is like a worker. She's got a walkie-talkie, jacket, necklace, glasses. Looks smart, so she's probably like a scientist or something. Then you got this lady. I don't know, that could be either someone that works there or a visitor. She's got like the lunch pail or bag or purse, whatever that is, and then the jacket on. Here you have the father of the Lego Baby, I would assume. He's got the bottle and a little like diaper bag. So yeah, that's probably father visiting the observatory with his baby. And then you have this lady, which I'd assume is like a teacher or something, maybe taking a class to the observatory, maybe someone that works there, I don't know. And then you have this easel here, which is like an accessory that goes inside, maybe teaching children about the solar system and what the observatory is used for. So those are the minifigures. Nice little collection there. Cool they included all of those, but they are a little bit generic, nothing too crazy. But let's check out this observatory. Now, like I said, this thing is massive. Like, I did not expect this to be this large when I started building it.
It's beefy.
It is not on a base plate. It was not built on a base plate, so we did not put it on a Mills plate. We will add it to a Mills plate once we put it in our city, but we did not build it on a Mills plate.
It's actually 4 studs bigger than a Mills.
Yeah, it's really big, and there's a lot of pieces. There's 3,800 pieces in this set. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
But checking it out, it's got a lot of greenery and foliage growing around the outside. Now this is definitely built in like a mountain scene, so we're gonna have to kind of build this into like a mountainside or something in the city. We're gonna have to make it look cool. But yeah, some really cool detailed trees and rocks all around the building itself. It's just kind of built right into it. You have this tree here. Now I'm not gonna say that I enjoyed a lot of this build.
You didn't. You didn't. I know you didn't.
I was ready to be done with it, and I was a little bit frustrated building it because it was awfully tedious. Doing all of these little wedge pieces all over the place, just hundreds of wedge pieces all over this thing. And they look cool as a final result, but putting them all on was a pain in the butt.
Did your thumbs hurt?
They did, yeah. You have another tree right here, which is pink. It has little frogs on it, which is kind of cool, part usage. You got the little waterfall that goes underneath this bridge, which is pretty awesome. Very cool details. I really like that. We're gonna have to incorporate that into the city too, though, and that's gonna maybe cause some issues creating that detail.
Maybe what we could do is we could have like a river flowing into the beach.
But this is gonna be clear across the other side of the city, so we'd have to run the river for quite a ways. We'll figure it out. But yeah, you have these really cool stairs. I like these too. I was kind of thinking of putting this up on a hillside, maybe boosting it up. We'll just have to continue these stairs in the same fashion that they have them here, I think. You have the signs on the outside. The future is you, 2015. I don't know if that's when the creator actually began creating this set or what that represents. You have the Mountain View Observatory sign here. Over here you have a opening time sign. So it gives the times that it's open. It says Mountain View Observatory. This is obviously one that people can visit. It has like a gift shop, all that kind of stuff. And then it has the actual observatory where like scientists and stuff can work. Very cool windows all around the building, large windows, really cool details up in here. I like how they have these exposed brick pieces and then the foliage growing on the outside of the building. More windows back here. You have this nice big railing that goes all the way around the outside and this little patio space. It's all tiled off, looks pretty cool with the white and light bluish gray bricks. Here on the end of the patio, you have a telescope. You have these little binoculars where you can look out.
But like this might be like open to visitors too, because like
yeah, for sure.
This.
You have this little balcony here that kind of comes out and overhangs. These cool little lights next to the sign. Just cool little details all over the place. But there were just so many tiny pieces on this set. This one was quite a bit less expensive than the modular construction site, but it's more pieces. And the reason is obviously that most of the pieces were tiny in this set. And it took a long time.
Like all these.
And it was quite tedious. Like I've never seen so many wedge pieces or slope pieces in a Lego set as I did this one.
Cheese pieces.
The cheese wedges, whatever they call them. But yeah, that is the gist of the outside. You do have the observatory with a telescope here. This does spin around. There's a few mechanical features, which we'll show you in a second, as well as a light brick, which is pretty cool. Actually, we could probably show you the light brick now. So this opens up. Jackson just broke it, but this opens up to reveal the telescope, which is pretty awesome. It's on a couple slider pieces, and then you can push the light, and it all lights up red on the inside of there, which is pretty cool. And then there is that dial that spins and actually moves the telescope. We'll show you that again when we open it up, but it moves the telescope up and down, just like it would in a normal observatory with a big telescope. Very, very cool. And then yeah, you can close it up to hide the telescope behind the doors. Pretty awesome. So that is the gist of the outside. Let's go ahead and break this thing open and check out the inside. All right, so the first level is technically like the basement, I guess, because the front door is up here at the top of the stairs, and then you go down the stairs into like the basement of the building. Down here, I would assume, is where the scientists work, and they get most of their work done. It's got like the lab, it's got like the big, huge computer here that kind of controls everything, the control center, poster on the wall, cabinets. You got some pizza here. You have some very like mechanical things back here that I'm sure they're running some type of experiments and doing different things on. Just very scientific looking things. You have lights here above the doors, more cabinets, the stairs that go up to the next level. You got notepads all over and empty boxes and cases. And this is where the scientists work, and this is their station where they can run experiments and figure things out. Very, very cool little details, but it is the basement of the building. Let's go ahead and check out the next level. All right, so the second floor, which is actually the main floor, because this is the main entrance, actually has like a gift shop and also like a ticket booth. Now this is where you'd come in as a visitor and check out all the different things on display, like a little museum. This is where you buy the tickets to the observatory at this desk right here. Looks like they have some drinks for sale. There's a pop machine over here as well. You have this little table that has like the planets on it. Very cool. Over here you have like some souvenirs, some videotapes, magazines, that type of thing. Over here you have a couple of displays, like you got like a moon rover and a spaceship right here on display. There's more stuff here behind the glass that just kind of represents things that are like you'd see in a museum. You have a spacesuit over here on display, some books. Here's a table with some type of a, I don't know if that's like a game or something there beneath the glass. Over here you have another mannequin with a spacesuit that's on display and a rocket. Very cool. Lots of different things, lots of cool little details. This one is definitely filled up with details. It would have been cool if they would have tiled off the floor and stuff, but that's okay. I think it looks pretty nice. Right here you have a gate with a keypad. So this is so that the employees and scientists and stuff can punch in their code and have access down to that lower level where the experiments and all the mechanical stuff is going on for the observatory. So yeah, this is the main level. Oh yeah, we have also this water dispenser right here and a coffee maker right there. But yeah, this is the main floor. Let's go ahead and check out the next level. All right, so the next level is like this big, huge deck out here where people can kind of roam around. That's where like the classrooms maybe would have like their little meeting or exhibits going on maybe. And then you go inside of this door, and then this is where you enter the actual telescope area of the observatory. This is the bottom of the telescope. It's pretty empty in there. There's not a whole lot. You can enter either through the door or up these stairs over here. And then that just has the stairs up to the next level, which is where the telescope resides. But yeah, not a whole lot in there. You have a couple of lights, just some empty space, and then the telescope actually runs up through the center of the building. And then the top observatory part actually just rests on that and spins around with that as the center. Let's go ahead and pop that on and check it out. Like I say, that piece just kind of sits up there on top and spins around like that. There's really nothing holding it on. There's just some cylinder pieces on the bottom that rest in that little center piece, and then it spins around freely, which is pretty awesome actually. All right, and then just that center piece comes off with the covers that go over the telescope, and then you have the telescope itself on the inside of here. Now again, this has some very mechanical looking things that you would see on a telescope, very scientific. I do like all the little details that they have on here that make it look like an actual telescope. It's very mechanical. They have the gears over here. Like I said, you have this little dial that you can turn that raises and lowers the telescope. And then it has the light brick right there to light it up, which looks pretty awesome. Now the entrance is just this hatch right here. So there's not actually a door, just has this hatch, and you have to be lined up with the stairs in order to go up and down out of the telescope. So I don't know if you would have access to the telescope for everybody, or if it's just like the scientists and stuff that would be allowed in here, but it is very cool and
very mechanical.
Very mechanical. You have lots of cool little details back in there. You got a clock on the wall, you got computers, and just all kinds of lights and things all over the place. Pretty cool. The finished product, I'm a big fan of the finished product. It looks really good.
Yeah.
All right, Jackson, the Mountain View Observatory from the Bricklink Designer Program. What are some of the things you like about this one?
Well, I really like how like all this moves and this opens up to like and closes to cover it. So just like all the detail on the inside, I would go here if this was real.
Yeah, the going to like planetariums and observatories is always fun, something that you do like on field trips in school, and this is something that, you know, it was built around that, you know. It's definitely a place that's made to visit and learn more about outer space and about telescopes and that type of thing. But yeah, I was very surprised with the amount of detail that went into this, the amount of pieces. It was very labor intensive building this. I did not have fun building it. I am a fan of the finished product. I like the finished product more than I thought I would. I really thought in the pictures and stuff that this top section looked very blocky. I didn't really like the look of it in pictures. It looks much better in person, I think. And I really like all the details, all of the different functions that actually move. You got the light brick, you have the telescope that goes up and down, the telescope that spins, you have the different details and things on the inside. These trees were a pain in the butt, the outsiders were a pain in the butt. Like I said, I didn't have fun building it, but it is a very cool set as a finished product. And I think it's going to look really good in our city. We're going to try to put this in like our new area, our expansion, which is the residential area. But like I said, it is much larger than I expected, so it'll be interesting to see how we fit it into the city. But I wasn't expecting it to be this big. I didn't realize it had as many pieces as it did. But it is, it's beefy and it's heavy. Like it's very dense Lego set. Bricklink, what are some of the things you like about it?
I like that pink tree.
You like the pink tree because it has pink frogs on it? Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Like I said, this one originally retailed for $249 last May. Now to get it off of eBay, like I said, it's around $500. There were some going for $550, $600. I think the lowest was like $480 or something like that. But yeah, you're gonna have to shell out probably double the original price in order to get this one. Jackson, you think it's worth $500 to go out and purchase this set?
Honestly, probably not.
No.
Well, I mean, it's a really, really cool set, but like, if you want it now, should have known of Bricklink then.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend getting on the Bricklink bandwagon, following their different releases. Like I said, they have Series 1 going on right now where you can go on and vote for the different sets. They're going to whittle that down to like, I don't know, a lot less sets, and then you'll be able to do the crowdsourcing where you actually purchase the set. There's some really cool ones in there, including some very, very cool modular buildings that I voted for. So definitely go and check that out so that you have the opportunity in the future and you don't miss out and have to pay double for the sets in the future. This one, I don't know that it's worth going out and spending $500 on it. It definitely has the piece count to maybe make it worth it. There's a lot of people that probably will do that. Like I said, you could probably part this one out on Bricklink and get it for a little bit cheaper, but you know, if you watched our last video on the fire brigade, you know our experience with parting out from Bricklink. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out right here. But overall, it's a very cool set. I'm happy with it. It was a pain in the butt to build. I should have made Jackson build this one because, yeah, it hurt my fingers. All these little slopes were just a pain. These trees I didn't really enjoy. But overall, I'm happy with it. And it's a set that I'd probably recommend picking up if you're willing to shell out the cash for it. All right, so there it is, the Mountain View Observatory from round 3 of the Bricklink Designer Program. Do you have it? Do you want it? What do you think of it? Comment down below. As always, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time,
Keep on building.